Hi everybody, I'm John Burke of Burke Co along with Foster Real Estate Group, bringing you the market report for the week that ended Saturday, January 22nd. So if you're interested in seeing all the properties that were listed, sold, or put under contract in Sea Isle City, Avalon Stone Harbor, Ocean City, the Wildwoods, or Upper Township including Strathmere, you can find a link down below and see all of those as you can every week. And last week was the middle of the month, so we brought you the Long & Foster Market Minutes, which give you in-depth data with completely finalized results from the previous month in some of the markets that we follow. So that's the hard data. The other thing that we also like to emphasize is the anecdotal evidence. What's going on right now in the office, what's going on right now with agents that I'm talking to as we're out there doing business. And whether it's, Chris McGurk on our team who has somebody reaching out to list their property with them, or I overhear Dave just a couple cubicles down and he has a lot of people talking to him about buying and selling property. I'm getting calls left and right all over the place. Subagosi just sent a letter to a complex, a community down here that she has a buyer who wants to get into specifically, and she had 2 sellers already reach out to her. So the market is very, very active. The good news, if you're on the buying side, is it does look like prices have really stabilized. For most of the last year, we were really pricing on the come. We were pricing where we thought the market was going to be, as opposed to, looking at the traditional way of pricing, which is the most recent comps. And we had to do that because we kept getting burned when we priced any other way. Well, that sort of drifted off in the fall, and we saw prices do begin to stabilize quite a bit. And buyers right now do seem to be more selective, and I've had a lot of appointments with people, unlike, the summer last year, the spring last year, where it was basically you need to come tomorrow and see this property, or you need to make an offer on this property without even seeing it. My appointments recently have been, let's go look at 5 or 6 houses, decide if any of them are right for you, and if so, at what price, and see if the seller would be able to accept what you think is a fair offer. So the market is a lot more balanced than it was before. It'll be interesting to see. The big story coming up is March. The Fed will, in all likelihood, be raising rates. And because the Fed rate has not moved up yet, we've already seen mortgage rates anticipated and move up from the 2.5, 2.75 where they were 12 months ago. It's now 3.5, 3.75. So when the actual move comes in March, it'll be interesting to see where things settle. And I wonder if all of our activity in a very cyclical market here at the shore, cyclical, I don't mean long-term cycle, I mean seasonal. In the course of the year, we tend to be busiest in the fall and in the spring. I do wonder if 2022 is going to be front-loaded. We'll see January and February activity because buyers are trying to beat interest rates. And if sellers are smart, they should be listing sooner as well, because there might be more buyers at this time. So once again, you can check out all those things below. I just wanted to give you the anecdotal evidence. It seems like everybody has something going on, lots of activity, lots of talking, but the market is much more balanced than it was in, say, spring or summer of last year. So we'll see if the data matches that anecdote as we get towards the end of the month. So once again, John Burke of Burke Co along with Foster Real Estate Group, and every week we do one of these, a quick market report. So make sure that you subscribe to us somewhere, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, follow us somewhere and make sure you get this. We'll see you next week. Thanks.